Okay, here we are at the end of game turn 5, and I've stuck the map at this angle so that you can see effectively what is going on. Which is that Seoul is here, and you can see the Americans have come across a river here. So there's a river along here, along the front of it. North Korean fully depleted division there. They got full, this is their kind of punch division. It's got 2 armoured assets. They're holding that well in reserve. There's standoff up on the east coast up there. But anyway, so the Americans, the UN, are moving around here, and they're coming in with let me zoom in a bit on that one. Well, let's go right closer. Anyway, so yeah, so there's a ROK division there. Come up in support, and whoops, he's fallen off there. So sorry, that's still garrisoned. So Incheon's still held by the North Koreans, but the UN are coming around here. But then, most dramatically, what happened was they sent in a division on amphibious landing. It took out the garrison here at Jinampo. So they now have a beachhead marker there. They can start bringing supplies in. They moved in. They took Pyongyang, and they're now holding off here because now they're above the 38th parallel. Communist Chinese forces can start coming in along the northern edge. Then the next amphibious movement, 2 divisions, 1 Marine, 1 regiments, 1 Marine, 1 regular came in. They've zoomed all the way down here. So taking a city, Namcheon, Jom there, and not having to worry too much about movement from here because with all this turn the UN moved all their air interdiction up into these 2 regions here. So that's these red spots are denoting slow movement on the roads and rails for the North Koreans. So essentially that's what's happened. They have encircled, well, not encircled, but they are coming in on 3 sides on Seoul, and we'll have an interesting conflict there. Now, what else happened? Well, the UN escalated their intervention, so now they're getting these reinforcements. Unfortunately, I hadn't realised they don't come until several turns later. They're going to have to wait 2 or 3 months for those. And they also escalated the rules of engagement, allowing them to bomb and interdict above the 30th parallel, just not the top 4 things. They might need to do that soon with the North Koreans coming in. I should perhaps have thought about that ahead, but we're staying down on this column on the global tension table. Haven't had it risen yet, but I'm counting it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once we get to turn 7, we can just go all out on intervention, everything escalation and whatnot, because they're just, even if we roll 1 each turn, 1 box movement, it won't make it to 7. Well, having said that, I say all out, but you can get results of 2 when you're up on this column, but that actually is only not going to happen because the nationalist commitment has not been done. So maybe it was only up to here where we're sort of almost doubling our destabilization value. But anyway, that's a little bit for the future. I'll just count up the victory points. So that was a tidy 20 victory points added. They had 25, so they almost doubled their victory point score. And that is going up quite nicely, basically because they've kept intervention down. So actually that, I have to remember all these things. It's another argument not to go for full out intervention, because every box on here, you times it by 5 and take that off the victory point total. So if we can continue as we are without escalating at all our levels of a commitment, we will be well away.